Everyone grab your drinks of choice here. Everybody grab the drinks of choice. And let's have a good night tonight. Let's toast to a successful positivity night. And let's just do this. Hold on a second. That's good. That's so good. And now it's time for the Inside Star Citizen review. Timing's getting really professional here on the channel. Oh, welcome everyone. Yes. That's the fam tonight. That is the fam here. This is the energy that you guys are missing. When you guys watch this on YouTube, you guys are missing this energy. A Windlord subscription combo with an Anarchy Vag Overload combo. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That was really professional, man. The angels were singing as the technical doors opened. And then with Vag Overload, boom. You guys have got this down. You can't beat this. You can't beat the time here. Thursday's my favorite day. We all know what my favorite day is. It's Thursday. It's time for the Inside Star Citizen review. I'm really excited. I'm seeing boots. I'm seeing boots on the ground. I'm seeing, I'm seeing things that are making me interested here. Let's hope we get a banger of an episode. It's 14 minutes long. It's in that sweet spot. It's in that sweet spot that we like. And let's check it out.
We want the universe to feel diverse.
Yes.
We're trying to build worlds that have multiple communities, right? And we want
Communitize.
to feel like there's so many things out there, so many things that are unknown.
So the plan for the character team, as far as new PU assets, we are making a much stronger push towards new armors.
Jay.
So all that said, let's look at some of the armors we've been working on.
Yeah, it is pretty low, and that's not my fault. And that's great you point this out, Ross. Like, this is something that's very, very important. And I want to talk to I know Jared makes these, and every once in a while I'll know this with the audio, is that it needs elevated a little bit. Like, constructive criticism to Jared right now, it needs elevated a little bit from the decibel range that you're at. I'm going to turn it up. I'm literally at 84 on my volume. I'm going to boost it up just a touch, and I can guarantee you the volume's going to jump around on this episode. So we're giving negative marks. It's okay. We're positive. We're giving that positivity, but like on the editing, we just need that volume level boosted up just a touch, like Rossi says. Yeah. We just need that. Right. Listen to Wind. The music to the voice balance is off, The Eagle says it sounds fine to him because he's got the ear pods on, and for me, it actually sounds okay too, because I got the earphones. But for people watching it on their phones, perhaps, or for people that are watching it on their large TVs and they got like a big bald DG head, sometimes that voice volume's really, really low. So I'm going to turn it up just a touch more here. And I'm sorry if it's lower, guys. I just want you to know it's not on my end. So, I'm professional here.
My favorite is going to be the heat suit, because it's the first of its kind where it mainly focuses on fabric.
This is not a modular armor, so the silhouette can be quite different because it doesn't have to mix and match like other armors do. So we could go with a much different
see the arms on that
silhouette that shows that there's a lot of protection on this armor from the very high heat surrounding.
Okay, we got like a high heat armor, dude. So we have our blizzard kind of armor. We're getting our high heat armor. How about that dude's face inside the helmet? It looks a little jank right there, art department.
We had one version that didn't make it to the final, but it's really
What's
cool.
going on?
We had one where it had vents where if the suit would overheat too much, the players would push a button or something and just steam would just come out. It's a cool idea. However, the rule of cool doesn't always work. We also want the armors and clothing to look like they serve that purpose of whatever that function is.
Okay, so they want it to look a little bit more utilitarian, but we're feeling like Stay Puft Marshmallow Man vibes here. Like, we're feeling Stay Puft Marshmallow vibes here. We understand the utilitarianism of it, but I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm feeling about this. What are you guys feeling about the pyro wear, as Widlord has domed it? I'm not quite sure I'm digging the pyro wear. Yeah, like, I'm feeling like that's too Stay Puft Marshmallow Man for me, man. Yeah. I get that it insulates heat and we're being scientific, but we also in the year 2950-ish. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not quite sure. Right. I get it. But dude's face is all jacked up in the helmet here. Let's just be real. Dude's face shouldn't even be face. I mean, like, I just feel like that's not even correct. This one in the middle, the one on the right seems a little bit more acceptable. But middle dude is Stay Puft Marshmallow Man all the way.
It is. The players have to feel really good.
Yeah, the flamethrower would be a good touch, Arcane.
Mentally and also visually, they have to be like, oh, that's exactly what I want to wear. I feel proud.
It does have a retro look, Wind.
I've played too many games where I was playing a support or utility, and I got stuck in some really crappy-looking, lame outfit. I think the one that I'm most happy about of this particular group is the Gray Cat one.
Leave it to Gray Cat of all people, man. The Gray Cat. Okay, that looked pretty sweet. I didn't think Gray Cat had it in him. I didn't think Gray Cat had it in him, man. Like, the Gray Cat armor right there, that actually looks pretty badass.
The Gray Cat one.
Right. I didn't think Gray Cat had it in him.
Go and approach like a utility armor and say, no, this gun's gonna look cool. You could actually rock this thing and it's gonna look nice.
Yeah. We had several kickoffs before we even concepted this armor. When we were given the manufacturer Gray Cat, we were like, well, what is something that's already existing in the Star Citizen universe that we can reference off of? And the multi-tool was a godsend for us because we pretty much took a lot of those design cues.
Right, makes
added
sense.
Additional references. The concept artist went and spent about a week just gathering references. We married the two together.
Gray Cat and Argo are very similar to one another in style and look and function. Like, Gray Cat and Argo are two companies in the Star Citizen verse that have that kind of very similar kind of look, and I'm digging it. You know, I always feel like construction kind of work or engineer vibe with a little sci-fi twist on it, with a little deadly hit twist on it. Like, this is surprising actually from Gray Cat, but it makes sense that they're going off the multi-tool.
The armor archetypes that were introduced at CitizenCon 2 years ago have been a really big help for us on the art side of things. It's given us the direction for really to inform what we want to see visually on our armors. So when we know what an armor's best at, what is its
Wind.
Visualize that in our actual concepts. So if an armor is going to be for mining, we can show that there's function on the armor, that it can gather resources better. It definitely has been good
spots for flares and shit like that.
Also with narrative very early in the process, so that before we put pen to paper, we have direction and we are all aligned on what we're going to be making.
Most of the time, it starts off with design. Design will look at the overall game and be like, hey, this functionality does not exist, or this armor does not exist, and we need this type of armor. They will run that through narrative.
Those look the Gray Cat one looks pretty dope. I just got the most recent one with the subscriber flare, which is okay. And I would say also, like, if you guys watched the recent video on my YouTube channel about what Fleet Week's coming up on May 18th, which is going to be tight. I love Fleet Week. And they're going to be selling the Tonk with the Starlifter, man. And I think sales are going to go through the roof on that combination, man. I really am looking forward. Like, Starlifter is one I've been looking forward to for a while. So I'm actually really excited about the Starlifter. I'm also very excited about the Tonk, man. I'm like really happy that these things are going to be in game very shortly. And I also like the fact that they're bringing bomber mechanics into it. I did put out a tweet today from one of our very own members that talked about bombing in Star Citizen and the function of it. And with the Achilles, with the new leak about the Achilles Star Bomber that's coming out. There's going to be like air to surface, which is nice. There's more focus now on ground and air, like air and surface combat modes, which is like definitely something I'm down with. Definitely something I'm down with.
And also double check with the design directors to make sure that is in line with what we want to build in the game. And then once they have a general consensus of like this is the type of armor that we like, or this is the type of clothing that we would like, then they would contact us, and the design team will then implement it into the game, and then the writing team will write those pretty blurbs in our game that explains all the lore.
So the RS Heavy. This one is much more bulky and armored, but it still shares the same design language that you see in the RS, the manufacturer influence.
Ooh, man, very Ghost Recon on that shit, man. Dig that.
A lot of wrapped cloth areas. And,
What's up, Triple?
This is still getting that very tactical sort of vibe, something like a SWAT officer you might see. Similarly, with the variants, you can see we carried over the variants that you see before. So the Arctic Ops, the Black Ops, and also the Fallout versions. And similarly, they have new helmet fronts as well. So we get the Geo.
Oh, it's much thicker than I thought. Body's much thicker than I thought.
So this armor here, we don't actually have an official name for it yet.
How about Kick Ass? That looks very Destiny to me. Like, this actually looks very Destiny to me, man. This looks very Halo-esque. You know, this is one of the things I love about the artistry, man, at Cloud Imperium, dudes. It's very underrated. You got so many different functions and so many different styles and looks, man. Like, come on. All of us like putting new gear on. Let's admit it. All of us, we're going to have a fashion show. We need to have a fashion show for fucking... We should have a live streamed fashion show, man. Like a meme fashion show coming up for Fleet Week. That would be hilarious.
So, you know, the armor. This is the armor that has no name. For now, hopefully, by the time it comes out, we've solved that problem. One thing that is unique about it, it is a modular armor. However, there are pieces of geometry like the breathing hose or cowl here that normally would not work with our modular system.
There is this one thing that the character team we have talked about before in previous panels and stuff, and which is Theta Geo, where if we pair 2 or more items together, a very unique geo would then be added on. So visually they will.
That makes sense.
Basically, this is geometry that only turns on when
you compare certain items together.
Are there. So when the torso is there and when this helmet is there, then you see the breathing tube appear and also the cowl. So
very cool. Very cool, man. That's that detail I love. That's that extra bit of detail I absolutely love about this game, man. You won't see that anywhere else. You will not see that anywhere else.
To feature on other armors going forward, where needed. So
pretty much, Dutch.
Push silhouettes and forms that are more unique while still working with our modular system. So I think for players to be able to have a character that they can modify and create a look that they really are excited about, I think it's very important. I think that, and also when you're talking about an entire player base, you know, it doesn't have to be for everybody, right? The point is that there's a large variety, and we're only going to continue to add to that. The challenge is that there are very specific rules when you have armor that has to be cut up in exactly a certain way. Like there are volumes we have to stick by.
Yeah, that's not easy.
This has to be there. This has to be here, and so things don't clip. The challenge is that if you think about dozens and dozens and dozens of armors, all, you know, holding that rule set to be true, how do you create unique silhouettes then? Because they all have to mix match. So that's one of the things.
You think Jared hopped in this kitty suit to put this content together, dudes? He's like, all right, I need a filler. He's like, I'm gonna show off the Hello Kitty. I'm gonna show it off a little bit. That's Jared in there, guys. I feel like that's Jared in there.
We are looking into with some of the tech we're pushing
definitely,
right now, where
definitely.
Certain pieces of geometry only turn on when those specific pieces are connected. And in addition, we are going to make some armors like the heat suit.
You guys got to give him shit about it on his Twitter.
It isn't swappable just because it has a very, very unique silhouette, and we wanted to keep that. So those might be more the exception, but we do have room for that stuff as well. So, but yeah, being able to customize the character in the game is very important. So that's something we're only going to be offering more choices, not less. So.
With the new archetypes first mentioned at CitizenCon
Bonus points on the Kermit the
2949,
Frog shirt.
leading to a new design and feature-driven pipeline for armor creation over the last year, the future of Star Citizen's character defense has never been brighter or more versatile. But up next, the upcoming
Okay, wait. All right, so far so decent. So far so decent. This is the first episode this year where like my expectation bar has been set so high because everyone's been hit out of the park that like I'm a little bit kind of like right? But it's okay because I want to see what's next. Wait for it.
Alpha 314 is scheduled to bring with it the addition
314 pie patch, so important, man. 314 pie patch. The pie patch is coming, boys. The pie patch is coming.
of Stanton's newest landing zone. So let's take a brief look at the currently in development industrial platform of Orison and get a refresher on who Crusader is and what they do in the Star Citizen universe.
Okay, more Orison. Oh my goodness, man. This is something I've been waiting for ages for, staring at Crusader. Staring at Crusader, the history, the lore of it, man. Such a cool fucking story. You guys got to check it out. You guys got to read it. If you guys are like sci-fi fans, you got to read the lore behind like Crusader, Orison. It's great. And I'll tell you another thing. I've been staring at this planet since the very ages of playing this game. And like to be able to actually go to a city floating in the clouds there, dude. And then eventually go whaling, space whaling. Dudes. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Industries is one of the ship manufacturers.
Absolutely.
They got their start way back at around the time of the fall of the Messers, August Dunlow.
I'm going to turn it up even farther here. It's too low. Come on, Jared. Come on, Jared. I wonder if Pepe works on the side for Jared. Here, let me push up. Hello, Liquid. Great name, Liquid Chaos. Welcome to the fam, dude. Fam Love Quest. Welcome him in. Welcome him in. You're one of us. You're one of us. You're one of us. Congratulations. Congratulations, Liquid, for finding the coolest fucking community that's out there. Okay, I'm turning it up to 100 now. Now, Jared, seriously, like, dude, you gotta work on the audio levels, man. He's been doing pretty good this year. Let's see if it's any better.
The founder of the company, he saw the new economy about to take off and thought that there was a way that he could make money and redirect it back into the community. And that was at the very foundation of Crusader Industries. Back in the late 29th century, when the Stanton system was discovered, the UEE was kind of hurting for funding. This idea was put into place of maybe they could sell the land of these inhabitable worlds to private corporations to make funds for the UE. And so Crusader saw this and saw the potential for how it could change the way they built ships. They wouldn't need their full teams to be EVAing and wearing full suits and protective gear. They could have them in breathable environment. And so in 2863, Kelly Kaplan, the CEO, convinced Crusader to purchase one of these worlds, and that's how the planet became known as Crusader. So when Crusader bought the planet, they needed a base of operations and started building out the Providence platform, which was the original naval shipyard. When they were building Orison, Crusader really wanted to have it be a nice place to visit. We also like this idea of this veneer and sheen of pleasantness that comes to it. So there is those elements of like almost a theme park with like the tour shuttle that you can go on and with the parks. So there's this feeling of just a beautiful place to visit. So the three main locations that players are going to visit when they head down to Orison.
Yeah. I mean, like, subpar audio right now. Like, we're all, like, now everybody has to adjust to my professional audio. I've got everything cranked up to 100. And I'm just saying, it is constructive criticism that like, these levels need boosted. I'm on 100 right now. We can barely even hear.
Is August Dunlow Spaceport, named after the founder of Crusader Industries.
By the way, the clouds here, I believe, are just like a backdrop. I don't think they're going to be blue and white, obviously, for Crusader. That would be completely incorrect. So I think that people need to take note of that. Right,
Cloudview
right,
Center,
Dutch.
which is the main kind of habitation, relaxation, hangout area. There's shopping, there's dining, there's entertainment. And from there, you can head out to Providence Industrial Platform, which is one of the main manufacturing hubs where Crusader is building their ships.
So this is Providence.
All over the place on the sound. Now let me turn it down. Hold on a second. All over the place on the sound.
Industrial platform. We're in a debug mode right now, which is white albedo.
Working overtime for you, fam.
Our lighting pass at the moment. So when the patch comes out properly, you'll be able to experience it in its full glory. With
white box Orison, doing those flags waving in the wind, man. What? Chickabee in the wind, man. Wait a second. This is nice. This is nice.
Full proper lighting and whatnot. So starting.
Look at that. This is gonna be the thumbnail right here, boys. This is it right here. I'm feeling. Hold on. Look at it back there. Hold on. Look at those two guys chilling out back. Oh shit. Oh nice. Oh nice.
From the very beginning. So this is the kind of ingress point for this particular platform here. So we've got a part where we come from the commercial district, and then we have a landing where you come from the spaceport. One of the things that we really wanted to chuck in, and Chris really wanted to have this, was that it's like if you go to a car, like one of the big car companies, they have like exclusive tours and whatnot. So we kind of have this tour shop that's in here. So if you're not a worker or you're not coming over for business or anything like that, you would come in here, you could buy merch, you can look at all the schwanky ships that are being made, and then you can go on a tour of the actual manufacturing plant. Down the right here we have a worker's entrance, which is for the actual platform itself.
Getting those Bespin, man. Getting those Bespin vibes, getting those Cloud City vibes, man. Very airy, dude. Digging it.
We're going to have a uniform shop here for those guys that get something.
Right, Dutch? You feeling that too, dude?
Bring it down hard.
What are you doing?
Dance off, bro.
What I'm going to do when I get there, man. I'm going to dance when I land on Orison, man. I'm going to dance, dude. I mean, like, the transition's going to be fantastic, first off. Like, think about it. For the largest time, the map on there, the fucking bit map that Crusader is, first off, you know when you get close to Crusader and everything kind of blotches the fuck out, you know, no matter what graphics card you have. Now, like, think about what they're going to have to do in order for us to go to Orison. It's going to have to be a seamless experience. We're going to have to literally land on a floating city, guys. How in the fuck are they pulling that off? I mean, think about why they came out with space clouds. I feel like singing Space Pants right now. But think about why they're focusing on gas clouds and cloud tech right now. It's because they're coming with the Orison, dudes. It's because you're going to be flying through Crusader, and I hope there's some type of like crazy physical effect. I hope we have to deal with like high winds and jarring of the ship, and I hope it's reactive. I really hope it's reactive. It should be a very tough landing. It should be very difficult. It should not be easy to land on Orison, in my opinion, man. You got yourself a gas giant. You got yourself serious gravity. You got yourself high winds, man. Like, I want to make sure if I'm landing on Orison, dude, I'm ready. Like, I'm going to Orison, son. I gotta fly through Crusader. I gotta prep.
And then we have the official workers' entrance here, which will go to a train which allows them to travel up and down the colossal dry dock that we've got here. So that's one.
Oh, Eagle, don't poop, man. Don't poop on it. It's a big deal, man. It's a big deal. It might be empty for now, but it's a new place, man. And you know they took out Delamar and everything because the assets and server issues, and that's why we always say stability. That's why we're always talking about server-related issues here. But, like, I'm actually excited. I'm actually very excited.
On side of the workers area, you're not going to expect any, like, huge die presses or anything over here. This is more big ships are coming in and dropping off, like, raw materials to help in the construction. kind of an interesting space, the way that it's been situated within the platform itself. And then coming out the other side, you can see the rest of Providence platform that we're on right now. And then down here, we have, on this deck in particular, we actually have some escape pods. So this is actually an escape pod here. So this is like, in case of an emergency, people can escape and like become neutrally buoyant within the atmosphere. And then continuing along this way here, if we go up this little walkway up here, we kind of have this mid deck. So if I zoom out, you can kind of see where we are. So this is that admin fluid buffer area, and logistics are over here. So we've kind of got this in-between deck here. As part of that, we've kind of thought about how we can add a little bit more functionality to these spaces so that we can have the potential to expand upon them in the future. So we've gone in and we've added in a lot of screens around the place that potentially could be interactable. And we also have a little port here which lets us go down and service some of the equipment.
Dude, I'm totally like Luke Skywalker on this, hanging on, being like, it can't be, that's impossible. Like I'm totally like, I'm right there. There it is, right there. No. I'm totally right there with that.
Potentially. Part of what we were
yeah,
really
right. Your friend.
Vertigo. So when you're like just floating above nothing but cloud, you kind of just, it's just you and nothing basically at that point, which is something we.
It's just you and nothing. Like the enormity of that comment, man, and the design hitting like it is right now. That's so true. That is the coolest. That is the coolest way to say that. It is you and nothing right there, man. Just like interminable death if you fall. Like it's just not a great place to like fall. You are not going to have a good time right there. Go venture out, my son. Get yourself a ship worthy of getting yourself a whale, man. I'm going whaling. I'm going whaling. I'm going out there. I'm going to get my space whale oil. I'm going to sell that space whale oil on the economy. You better watch out, Tony Z. You better get quantum ready. I'm going to sell the space whale oil all over the galaxy. I will be Captain Ahab. Yar. I will be the space whale oil tradesman. It's just me and nothing. Yar. When I'm not space whaling, I'm out pirating. Yar. For fun, I space whale.
We don't really have anywhere on our planets apart from in space, right? On that note as well, this is not the proper level. This is just a construction level that we're using and trying to get a vibe of what this could potentially look like in the actual proper level. Just to make sure, before everyone gets too excited, this is not what the final product is going to look like. This is not the actual Crusader. It's just a construction level.
So for the first release, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff to go and check out and explore on the
Ooh,
platform.
I love
And
that.
What's great is that we're planning to add even more down
Did
the
you see
road.
that like vid screen right there? Hold on a second. That was pretty tight. That was pretty tight. You guys checking out that screen right there? That literally, that is like a projection screen or something, man. That is awesome.
We're planning to add even more down
Yeah,
the road.
dude, that was really, that was slick.
Players to do there.
So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that the new armor archetypes
Pie patches
aim to
love.
add more function to the already impressive styling of Star Citizen's character armors. That even if you play a support role like mining, you deserve to look just as badass as everyone else. And that Crusader is more than just a planet and a brand. It's a whole way of life. I really need to be in the clouds. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. We'll see you all next week.
Wasn't bad. I mean, he's been hitting out home runs the whole year, man. We had a little bit of some technical difficulties with some sound issues. And you know what? Some people were like, Like, you know, some people were like, this one wasn't great. But like, I had a great time here with you guys. That's the point. Like, I think when we watch them together, I have a hell of a lot more fun watching these together than I do ever if I were to be alone. And I haven't watched one of these alone in like 3 years because we've been doing this for almost 3 years, and it's great. It's really fun. And we've been gaining momentum and new people coming in, and I'm happy about that. I dig that. I'm glad you guys are digging it. I'm glad you guys are having a good time. And don't forget, man, we are going to be having a giveaway on Saturday, and I'll be putting that video out on the YouTubes, and it's going to be over $200. You guys are going to enjoy it. You guys are going to love it. And I just gave out some prizes, pretty much all the prizes except for the gamer coffee. We're going to repeat. We're going to do a really nice Star Citizen giveaway. We're going to give out $35 more of that gamer coffee from Christy, my girlfriend. We're going to give out $50 more worth of merch. We're going to do another $50 Amazon gift card. We're going to do it again, boys. We're doing so good right now. We're killing it. We're doing great. You guys should be proud of yourself. Thank you so much, Killian. I really appreciate everybody here, guys. Like really, it feels fantastic to be part of this fam. It feels fantastic to be part of this community. And you know what? We're giving all that positivity back. Thank you, Winlord. Appreciate you guys. I'm even thinking of starting, like, for YouTube members and patrons, I'm even starting to think of, like, bringing back something called the Vlogcast, where I just do, like, kind of like a funny, like, what's going on in my life type thing, and maybe being a little bit more personal on there. So, like, I'm even thinking about doing some stuff behind the scenes for people that are supporting the channel. And I just wanted to tell you guys thank you, because Thursday is my favorite day. What's up, Jiro? I saw you in a Tears video, by the way. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go check out our Discord. By the way, please join our fam. I love these guys. I love every single buddy in here, man. They all have open minds. They're wonderful people. You need to join it. Very chill, very open-minded. You know, we like, it's really one of the best communities that there are. Go check them out. Go learn everything there is to learn about our family. There's so much goodness here. It's such a good time. I loved hanging out with you guys tonight. Thank you so much. I'll be putting this to the YouTubes. Don't forget to support it. Thank you, everybody. I will see you on the next vid or stream. Killing it, aren't we, Pepe? Yeah.